You hear all this bullshit from all these different influencers about which business model you should go into. And it's very interesting, right? Because there is only one right answer. But you listen to Iman Gadzi and he tells you to do agency. You listen to Jordan Welch and he tells you to do dropshipping. You listen to Hamza and he tells you to become an educational content creator. Mike Thurston will tell you to become a digital dom. And there's so much more on top of that, right? But if there's one thing you're going to notice, right? Alex Costa, teaching men's fashion. Andrew Huberman, Iman Gadzi, Jordan Welch, First Man, Hamza. Literally anybody you listen to online. They're all doing the same business model regardless of whether they're talking about it or not. And that is being a content creator, right? It's very interesting how that works, right? Because, and bear with me, because all of them preach agency, drop shipping, yada yada, right? But all of them are recording content and putting it online, right? Every single one of them are doing that. And then they'll sell you and then they'll sell you a course on how to make money a different way. Am I right or am I wrong? Have a look. Just go and have a look. My advice, it's going to be quite simple. And I'm going to break it down what business model you should get into. And that's whatever one you want to get into. So, there's two ways you can go about this. But social media and content creation is what everybody is doing. That's how all of these people are making their money, regardless of what they're preaching, right? So, again, it is kind of like a lie, isn't it? That, there we go. It is kind of like a lie that they're telling you dropshipping, agency, yada yada, right? Whereas if you see what they're actually doing, they're all posting content on multiple different platforms as well, right? Which is very interesting. Now, what type of content should you produce? Well, for me, I love self-improvement. I love health. Stuff like that. So I'm going to post content on that, right? And it's the same. Hamza loves business. And that's what his paid product is going to be. Now, if you look at Andrew Huberman, he's a neurobiologist. But if any of yous knew me before this channel, I was doing social media management. So I was a social media manager for businesses' social media, right? And then I decided I was going to grow my own. But, again, right? If you don't even want to show your face on the camera, you could grow somebody else's brand for them as their social media manager and get paid a percentage of what they are earning by doing that, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I like self-improvement. You might like sports, which, again, if you look at my Twitter, there's a lot of sports and there's a lot of politics. UFC and politics. Two things I really enjoy, right? So if you want red flags in dating, you go onto my TikTok. If you want politics or UFC, you go onto my Twitter. And if you want general self-improvement productivity advice, you come onto YouTube, right? And then eventually I'll start doing kick streams, vlogs, and if you vibe more with that type of content, watch that. And the kick streams will be stuff like just general chatting, talking about what I've been up to lately, progress I've made, stuff like that, right? Any questions people might have for me, stuff like that. So that's how I'm going to do that. So you want this type of content from me, go on to that. And then everybody will be brought into a paid community then on self-improvement in general. So a course basically is what I'm going to start selling very, very soon, right? But do what you like. If there's something you really enjoy, like I said, I really like UFC, F1, politics, and then I like self-improvement. Not that I like it, but I love helping people on their self-improvement journey. I've done coaching in the past. But what I will say is, if you like a certain sport, why not become a broadcaster for that sport and try and make it there? Or if you feel like there's no good news sources in the world, why not try and do your own independent journalism? Do you understand what I mean, right? So it's whatever suits you. Hamza can say educational content creator. Iman Gadzi can say agency. But as I said, all of them are creating content. That's how they're making money. So figure out what niche, what topic you actually want to talk about. And then from there, start posting content, start selling a course or a product, and from there, you're in business. You know what I mean? Good. Awesome. So I will repeat what I'm doing again. So as I said, I'm uploading self-improvement content. I post on Twitter, TikTok, and then soon I'll be doing vlogs and streams. And everything is for different purpose. So the vlogs will be you seeing me doing my habits, just doing my everyday stuff, and you can see me on my journey. This is me talking down, giving advice, sitting down, talking, giving advice. TikTok is me reacting to red flags in dating, soy boys, looks maxing, gay bullshit, stuff like that. I even have this, right? It's soy boy milk. For when I'm calling someone a soy boy on TikTok. And then stuff like that. But yeah. And then I'll be selling a course eventually, right? Which will be on self-improvement and me coaching everybody, giving you better advice, more advice and better advice, where we'll do coaching calls as well. So I'm waiting. I have it already, have the course ready, just waiting to upload it. And then we're going to see, just going to wait until the audience grows a little bit more. So if any of you is watching this want to be inside my course, start blowing up these videos. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, short enough video today. Do what you like to do. It's as simple as that. Have a lovely day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Mwah.